What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to Pokemon Emerald Part 49. In the last video, we went ahead and just cakewalked through Phoebe and even Sydney at that matter, but today we're going to go ahead and take on Glacia, so let's not waste any time and let's just go ahead and get straight into it. I think this fight is going to ramp up the Stadium Pulse a little bit, or at least I hope so, because the last two fights were, in all honesty, kind of boring, but I just think that's the nature of the Hoenn Elite Four. I mean, they double up, blah, blah, blah. As you'll see with this fight, it's just a little bit, obsolete, I guess, is a phrase you could use. Anyway, I think DeWalt is going to be our main contributor here. And to be honest, we don't really have a good amount of answers for her Pokemon, but we'll see. Hopefully that makes things a tad bit more interesting with the way these fights have been going. But let's just go ahead and see what we can do. Welcome, my name is Glacia of the Elite Four. I've traveled from afar to Hoenn so that I may hone my ice skills. But all I have seen are challenges by weak trainers and their Pokemon. What about you? It would please me to no end if I could go all out against you. I don't think that's going to be an issue, Glacia, considering that you have you have tripled up in this fight. Actually, you know what? I'm not even going to say anything. I'm just going to let you guys experience it for yourself. It's a little ridiculous, her team, but anyway, she's going to start out with a Celio that's level 50. And this thing primarily just sets up for hell for the rest of her team. I don't even think that this Pokemon has a water-type move on it. At least I can't remember. But it doesn't even matter. We one-shot it. And now that I'm looking at it, it kind of looks like Dr. Eggman with that weird little mustache thing. But hey, whatever. Anyway, I think DeWalt's going to get a level out of that too. So yeah, now we're level 51. And yeah, I don't think Glacia is really that great of a trainer either. I think there's something about the Hoenn Elite Four, to be honest. Maybe not the next guy. I think the next guy is going to be difficult. She's going to send a Glalie out here. I think, you know, even though it is Ice type, we're going to put Rango in because he does have Brick Break. And I trust Rango's speed, even though Glalie... yeah, Glalie not even fast, so I trust Rango much more over this. But I definitely want to keep Rango alive, and you'll see why later on in this fight. I think if we can curb her here, let's see what he does here. All right, he's gonna go with an Icy Wind. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, that should not do that much damage. Guys, if you have any fighting type in this fight, like, it's just so easy. Like, if you have a Hariyama that's a bulky fighting type, no Seismic Toss or something, this fight is just so freaking easy, it's not even funny. Like, even Combuskin and Blaziken, if you went with that line when you started out and, you know, that's who you're following along with, you know, you might have a little bit of an issue with her ace, but wow, okay, we just died there. That's an issue. Cause she's gonna super repel here, or super. What am I saying? Super potion here. Who do we want out with Rango dead? That sucks. I wanted to keep Rango alive for this fight. Let's go with Labubu for now. And just see if we could do a bit of a battle of attrition. I know you're gonna max heal. Yeah, full restore. I don't know why it said max heal. Alright, well let's just see if we can hit her with an Iron Tail and see what that does. Wow, okay. Alright, I forgot that Steel is super effective. I'm an idiot, I really am. Is she gonna super or full... Oh, the Quick Claw hit. Damn! We're gonna hit with an Icy Wind here, and it's not gonna do a damn thing. Yeah, I mean, she does have two Glalies. This Glalie sucks. I mean, Glalie in general just kind of sucks. But her next Glalie is... Wow, a crit too? Alright, you know what? Maybe I was talking a little bit too much smack about Glacia here, because this is proven to be a little bit more challenging than I thought. We're already a Pokemon down. Yeah, now she's going with her ace right off the bat. Yeah, we're gonna switch out to DeWalt here. And this thing is a pain, I'm not gonna lie. This thing is a little bit of a pain. This thing I was a little bit worried about in this fight. And you know what I referred to before with the double ups and the triple ups? Guys, she has 3 Pokemon from the same family. She has 2 Celios and a Walrein. Like, what? I don't get what's good with that. And then 2 Glalis on top of it. Like, why? Yeah, what's, like, why are you allergic? Oh my gosh. Wow. We freaking one-shot it. I mean, I'm sitting here saying that I'm freaking, I'm a little worried about it, and then we one-shot it, but we have a little bit of trouble with the Glalie. It makes no freaking sense, guys. Okay, and now she's gonna go with her second Celio. No, we're gonna thug it out with DeWalt. I think that this one does have, like, Water Pulse or something like that. It's 2 levels higher, but let's just... I can't imagine that if we just one-shot the Walrein, we're not gonna one-shot this Celio as well with a Thunderbolt. Yeah, I would have been... I would have been very surprised if that thing hung on. Wow. Okay. Anyway, this is her last Glalie, I think. Yeah, let's go ahead and switch back out to Labubu here, because Labubu dealt with the other Glalie fairly easily. I mean, I have notes here, guys, but, like, I feel like I didn't even get to... I don't have to explain it, because we're just kind of stomping through this. Like, this thing, the only thing that you have to worry about with this second Glalie is that it does have Explosion, but, you know, this is her last Pokemon, so, like, she would be just forfeiting the match if she used it. I mean, like I said, like... Well, not like I said, but I do understand that this is an AI, so, you know, it would be interesting. Are we going to hang on here? Okay, we do hang on here. We might need to use a super potion of our own right here, to be honest. Don't die from the hail, Labubu. Hang on! Hang on. Okay, okay. Yeah, you know what? We're gonna super potion here, because I just don't want to deal with this thing. I don't think I have another answer for it, too. Guts is weak. Groucho doesn't really have anything that would be effective. Bruce would get mollywopped. Yeah, you know what? Let's just hang on with the Boo-Boo for now. You know, one of her Celios, the level 52 Celio. Wow, this thing has Shadow Ball? I didn't even know that. That's interesting. So this thing has Shadow Ball, Ice Beam, Explosion, and Icy Wind? That's an interesting moveset. I mean, a better moveset for sure, but it's a Glalie. Like, Glalie sucks. Like, it's just a bad Pokemon. Like, I don't know. I don't remember this particular Elite Four just being... Wow, how many times are we gonna miss Labubu? Come on, what are we doing here? We're letting the opponent back in the game here. Come on, like, let's get our head in the game, all right? Let's get our head in the game a little bit. You know, I think we need a strength to just you know, set the tempo, all right? Let's set the tempo here. All we need is a critical, then Labubu's gonna die. That's literally all we need. This is gonna do nothing, too. Yeah, I figured. Let's Iron Tail before we die. And we get the Quick Claw bonus here, too, so that's nice. Are you gonna die? Yeah, that's it. That's Glacia, guys. Like, that was it right there. I didn't even... I mean, her level 52 Celio has Attract. So, I mean, that might be something that you have to look out for, like, if you don't have an electric type on your team. But, guys, we just walked straight through Glacia, like, straight through the Valley of Death right there. That was easy. You and your Pokemon, how hot your spirit burns. That's crazy. I feel like she just hit on a 13-year-old boy. This guy's here to meet a 13-year-old girl! The all-consuming heat overwhelms. It's no surprise that my icy skills failed to harm you. We got 5,300 for winning. Okay, that's sweet, I guess. Anyway, that was freaking easy. We really haven't had a tough Elite Four battle up to this point. Advance to the next room, thanks. And there, confirm the truly fearsome side of the Pokemon League. That was a little disappointing. Honestly, guys, I feel like I over-leveled for these fights. I don't know. I just figured because Wallace is well into the 50s and late 50s that it makes sense to get to level 50 for each of my Pokemon. But I think if I honestly had to do it again, I probably would have just stayed where I was at. I mean, we have been kicking absolute ass up until this point. And yeah, I mean, Manectric and freaking Labubu just fully sweep. So, guys, I think, I'm going to end it here. Our next challenger is Drake, and he is a Dragon-type user, and he has some powerful Pokemon at his disposal. So, I know I've said it like the last two Elite Four members, but I am genuinely a little bit worried about him. He does worry me. I need to go in there with a little bit more of a strategy because it's not going to be as easy as this was. But you'll see that in the next episode. We will get there. If you enjoyed this one, guys, please like and subscribe. I would appreciate that a lot. And I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.